and the PAT makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
And it makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw, it's Poe. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They'll give it to the back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going for the big play. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for a man. man. It's Poe. He's going to throw deep right side. Got it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide out trying to get it in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone. It's play. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off play action on first down. Gonna take a shot. On target over the middle. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
You know, this offensive line, they've just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They're dealing with a second and long. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Flips it out to the back. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Great job by the defense that time. One of the best things you can do against a team trying to run option is get penetration. Because when you get penetration on the quarterback, you disrupt the relationship between him and the pitch guy. And you saw it happen that time. The pitch guy ends up getting it, but everything's discombobulated. He's way behind the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go, and it's a big negative play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense working from the pistol. Back to pass, it's Poe. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. They've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Poe. Got his man quickly. Got some room into the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it has gone final in that fascinating Pac-12 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. South Carolina showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Fun one in the Pac-12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for pole position.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pocket breaking down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the Ducks will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Hawks send that offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Makes the catch. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll go to the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
He makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the 1st down and more. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
And I tell you what, man, you got to do a better job of taking care of the football. I got to know, I got the 1st down. Running backs, this is job security. You better handle that thing well, Paul.
And because of that, David, you might see another running back jog out in the field the next time this offense takes it. We're seeing a lot more of that around college football now. There's a lot of committees out there, committee approach. One way to get yourself on the bench very quickly, put the rock on the ground. It's a coachable lesson for that young man.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Sampson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Got the back over the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. It's Jolly. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Ducks! He found some open space and touchdown grab, the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
He's going to take a chance, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to bounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Looking to throw, it's Poe. It's complete to the right. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. At the 35, he's open. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
One more snap coming before halftime. They'll leave it with him. Breaks the tackle. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And the Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. Leaves it with the running back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Dropping back, it's Poe. Gets it out fast. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
That's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
The Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Really nice pick up on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Just on the edge of the red zone. First and 10 from the 21. To the ground with the back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Running behind that left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the air, it's Poe. Got his man on the outside. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Handoff to the single running back. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Dead center perfect. And we've got a deadlock here in the third quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Syracuse had an impressive showing at home, and I know the fans inside the dome are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniform.
Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Oregon. They take the lead with the 6. quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back to throw, it's Poe. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This one's complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
To the air on first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Just going to keep it after the snap. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I'll tell you what, dude, in today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. The corners are walked up tight. Scanning the field, it's Poe. Fires to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. The extra point here would tie the game.
And he's got that by-you speed, like I run by you. You know, you can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play
great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeeze. And a lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Back to throw, it's Poe. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
So now it's second and long. Hand off from the shotgun. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. The Razorbacks are threatening in the red zone. Third down play from the gun. Gets it out quickly. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
And how about that third down? They go 5 wide. They spread the defense out. And at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
A first down run on the doorstep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
They try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle, but you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it, and you could tell that's why the ball went nowhere.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can...
Going the other way, and he's got room. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snagged in the middle. It's Jolly. He's stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, this guy has been a weapon all game long. They've lined him up all over the field. He's run all different types of routes. The defense has not been able to cover him, and he's got now over 150 receiving yards.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snapped in the back. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do with it.
It falls incomplete. And man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
How good have they been on third down today? And another opportunity here on third and goal.
coming into this game, they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Send that offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Back to throw, it's Poe. Working that left side now. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job on defense there against the power play, plugging up the middle of the field, forcing the ball carrier to try to get to the outside, but they used their speed and tackled him for a loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He'll take it himself. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
They go to the ground. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
And the Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Under fire. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Unloads to the right. He makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? You kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. BYU was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen from the Cougars over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Jolly. Oh, and he wants to throw it. Reels it in down the right side. Off to the races. Touchdown, Oregon. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, what a great job with the execution in the moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Dropping back, it's Poe. Here's a throw downfield late. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep and don't let anyone get behind you.
Well, bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have 1 timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. This quarterback part of their running game. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. The Razorbacks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of